Looks like the Adepta Soroitas range isn't quite done yet. Today we've got a preview of the brand new Celestine Sacresants and finally the missing point values for the Palatine. Welcome back to Maelstrom Gaming. I'm Craig, and today we're going to deviate away from our typical Tyranid content and move over to a preview of a new Sisters of Battle unit, the Celestine Sacresants, as well as the Palatine points which were for some reason missing from their latest release box. For those of you who know, we at Maelstrom Gaming are starting a Sisters army here for the studio. When I saw these models on the Warhammer preview, I knew we had to jump on them immediately and check them out. So looking at the model, we see looks very similar to a typical Sisters of Battle unit, plus some extras here and there. So we've got a very simple but nice looking shield. It's got some iconography on it. It looks like there's a bolt pistol sticking out of the side, so maybe they can shoot and bash with their shield, as well as a massive halberd, which I love the halberd. There also is a little extra ornamentation on this model. As you can see by its power pack, it's got some, fancy brass doodads here, and its helmet's got a little iconography on the top, giving them that elite status over your typical Sisters army. And I have to say again, I am a huge fan of this model. It's nothing super extravagant like the Age of Sigmar, Lumineth Realm Lords hoplite models that we saw, where they've got these giant cow helmets. Those are horrible. These look great. I really don't have any complaints with the model right now, and I will be happy to pick up 5 or even 10 of these models to add to our Sisters army in the future. Let's check out a little bit more about these models. So, reading from the Warhammer community article, which I will put in the description below in case you want to check it out yourself, like the Celestine Sisters, Sacresants traditionally act as bodyguards to the heads of their order, but they are also tasked with another holy duty, purging the impure and driving them from the sites of sacred significance on the battlefield. As a Celestian, each Sacresant is a highly skilled warrior, able to overcome many times their own numbers in battle. Sacresants wield a variety of blessed pole arms and maces. Okay, so they're going to have 2 weapon options. This is good to know. They go on to say, Imperious Pose, check, yeah, looks pretty good. Cool shields, yeah, I'll take it. Massive heretic smiting weapons, yeah, I'm curious to see what these maces look like. I think personally I'll stick with the halberds unless the rules for the maces are insane, but we'll see what we go there. Rule of cool, I lean toward the halberds. What's more, the Adepta Soroitas finally have a heavily armored close combat unit with some serious staying power. Alright, so hopefully these really are bulky and not as squishy as the other Sisters of Battle units we have in the Codex right now. So for some predictions on what rules they're going to get, obviously they already said they are going to be bodyguards, so they will have a similar bodyguard rule to what the Celestians have in the Codex. They've got this shield with a pistol, so obviously they've got at least a bolt pistol shot. Their shield, I'm wondering if it's going to be like a Space Marine Storm Shield, where they'll get a 4-up invuln and +1 to their armor saves. Although it could also be like a combat shield, where it's a 5-up invuln and +1, or it could be some other bonuses. I hope +1 invuln and +1 armor pretty good. It would be nice to see some 2-up armor save Sisters of Battle on the field, but only time will tell. And then for their weapons, I hope both of them get them to at least strength 5, because then we can wound, normal infantry on 3s and some of the chunkier infantry like the Gravis armored Marines. And anything else from Death Guard, they've got a lot of toughness 5 too. Furthermore, we finally have the Palatine points that were for some reason missing from Piety and Pain. We see that this is a very cheap HQ option at 45 points. And you can give it a plasma pistol for an extra 5 points. They did mention in here that it comes with a power sword, that was also in Piety and Pain, but they did mention there's a power sword, so +1 strength, you'll be strength 4, AP -3, 1 damage, nothing too crazy there. It's basically a lieutenant, so it's got our reroll 1s to wound for core options, but one thing I see here that its unit size is 1 model, whereas a Space Marine Lieutenant is 1 to 3 models, or is it 1 to 2 models? Here, it looks like we're only going to get 1 Lieutenant per HQ slot, which means we're going to really be fighting for HQ slots in the Sisters Army now with this being added to it. I could see plenty of reasons why you might want to get 2 of these per army, but it'll all depend really what comes down to being a core unit. I personally am going to run mine with a bolt pistol. I don't think the plasma pistol is worth the 5 points. Maybe you'll kill something here and there with it, or you'll blow your head off by overheating the plasma pistol. And then how many I bring really, like I said, will come down to what is core. If Retributors stay core, I'll definitely want to stick one of these with my Retributors to give those multi-melter or flamers some extra wound potential. I doubt things like the new Castigator or the Immolator, the Exorcist, they will have core. I doubt it. So we're not going to be having your Canoness and your Palatine sitting back and boosting your tank line, which makes sense. But I don't think a Palatine will be all that useful for just a whole bunch of bolt weapons. It's really going to be your heavy hitters, like your new Celestine, nope, not Celestine, like your new Celestian Sacresants. Gosh, that is just a mouthful. And Retributors. I think those are going to be the 2 big units that'll benefit the most from having a Palatine accompanying them through battle. Maybe stick them in a Rhino and charge them up the middle. We'll go back to cover here. Look at that beautiful Sacresant. If you've liked the content of a preview like this today, even though it is Sisters, we will be covering all sorts of armies in the future here. But if you like this, please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you think of the new Celestian Sacresants. With that being said, have a great day.